Well, I called Daddy, and Daddy's not extremely excited about it, but he gets us. He knows we like pets. So remember, when we pick it up, we've got, don't be loud, no screaming, because it's still a baby. We're going to be patient with it and take good care of it.
We turned it into a big cat.
Yeah.
And if it accidentally falls or something from a high place, it's fine. Cats always land on their feet.
If you haven't picked up on it yet, we are going to pick up a little kitten. A friend of mine who put a Facebook post up saying that she had found this little baby kitten and that her neighbors had been hearing it whine for weeks and she doesn't think the mom's coming back and she can't find the mom. And she put a post up asking if anybody either wanted the cat or could foster it. So we're gonna go pick it up. Excited? Yeah. We have Millie and Maple, which are our dogs. We're interested to see how it's gonna go. I personally have been wanting a cat. I like cats. I'm obviously more of a dog person, but I've just wanted a third pet. We just love animals, don't we? We just love animals. So this is the perfect opportunity where we can give it a try. We're doing something nice for the kitten and giving it a nice loving home. And if it works out, we will keep the kitten. And if it doesn't, we will find a better home for it. And I have a couple in mind that's actually really, really close to me. My brother and my sister-in-law, because my sister-in-law loves cats. Her mom loves cats. So this is just a great opportunity to see how the kitten does. Plus, Tatum has been wanting a pet because Millie and Maple are very clingy towards myself and Caleb back here. So he's excited to see the kitten and have something that potentially could be his little pet.
To play with it.
Yeah,
Like, throw a little ball.
Yeah.
You know, from Ashton Gray's house, we found that his cat Archie's ball.
Yes.
Use that.
And we loved Archie, didn't we? Archie was very sweet. So we're hoping that with this being a kitten,
she's gone now.
Yeah, we can kind of train this kitten to be that way with us as well. So we're going to have to get a few things after we pick up the kitten. So here we go. We are starting to get ready for bed. The boys have gone up, bless their hearts. They really want to be down here tonight with the kitten. Like, I'm gonna sleep downstairs, but I just think for the first night I really want to keep an eye on the kitten, and I'm sure it's probably gonna wake up several times and I'm gonna need to feed it. What we're putting at it right now between me and ChatGPT is that the kitten is only likely anywhere between 3 to 4 weeks old. Although I feel comfortable with the kitten being with Maple, because obviously you can tell that Maple is literally nurturing this kitten as if it's her own little puppy. But I think for the first night I would just feel more comfortable, especially with it being so small, that it's sleeping in the playpen. So I've kept it pretty simple. I mean, there's a blanket down, there's a pee pad, there's a dog bed, and there's a blanket outside of the dog bed so it can't get like tangled in it. But obviously I want to keep it warm, because that's one of the things that I read was that if he or she, I think it's a boy, I keep calling it she because I have girl dogs, but it needs to stay warm. And it's really loving this little stuffed animal dog and the blanket. And I put it up against the playpen that it's in so that it is right up against where Maple is laying. That way she can keep an eye on her baby, and it's close enough to Maple to feel like it's not alone. So we'll see how the night goes, but potentially it could be a long one. I was lucky enough that the friend of mine who I got the kitten from was gracious enough to let me have this bottle so that I could get a spy for the next few days and make sure that he's getting his feeding. After this first night of doing these feedings, I knew for sure that this was going to be an issue, that I needed to get something different. He is so tiny and the nipple on it is so long that all I could think that he was having such a hard time, because it was almost like he was choking. He couldn't really get it positioned in his mouth that it seemed like it would be comfortable. So I was just like, nah, we're not doing this. We'll let it get us by, but I did order something different that you'll see in the next video. Since Maple has been mothering this kitten, she started to get a little stressed when I was feeding him. So I just went into the bathroom and sat down on the stool so she could see him and hopefully understand that I'm also here to help her. She has taken on a role that I never in my entire life would have imagined that she would do. I'm extremely grateful for her and am making it a priority to make sure that she has everything she needs as well. Good morning. Lord, the wildest thing is happening, y'all. Maple loves this kitten. Absolutely loves this kitten. And I'm going to tell y'all something. If it wasn't for ChatGPT, I would not feel as comfortable as I do. Because ChatGPT has basically guided me through this entire process. I did call a emergency vet and a regular vet. I called the regular vet first and was trying to get some information and some guidance from them as far as like just giving them the backstory on how I ended up with little Benny, and you know, just trying to get some advice, letting them know I have 2 other dogs and all these different things. She was helpful, but she wasn't very in depth. It was kind of like, you got this, you know. And then afterwards, later on that evening, I was like, well, I'm just going to call this emergency. It wasn't an emergency vet. I'm lying. It was the shelter. No, must have been an emergency vet. No, it wasn't after hours. It was the shelter. It was before. And they were super nice, and I explained to them the situation with Maple and how Maple has genuinely taken this kitten under her wing and is, I mean, mothering her, which is crazy because if y'all know anything about my 2 dogs, Maple is only like 1.5 years, 2 years maybe. I don't know. She's young. She's so young. And she's younger than Millie. But she's not fixed. And she's never had puppies. You know, she's never lactated, anything like that. But the lady at the the shelter was like impressed. She was like, I have heard of this, but never witnessed it. And as long as between her and ChatGPT, they both were just like, as long as Maple is showing signs of contentment and that she, like this is something that she's willing to do, it's fine. So what I have been doing, if you haven't been able to kind of pick up on it in the videos, is the kitten gets a little bit of time by itself, a little bit of time playing with the boys, and then a little bit of time with Maple. So what I typically do is when the kitten wakes up, we give it a few minutes and we let it kind of roam around because right now it's using pee pads. And then after a few minutes of that, 5 at most, I will take the kitten and then I will nurture the kitten. So I've been bottle feeding him. We think it's a him. And we hope it's a him. And I've been bottle feeding him and just kind of loving on him. And then I let him play for a little bit if it's during the day. Like right now, he's been playing with the boys. And then after about 20 minutes of that, I put him back into the playpen with Maple where she has a dog bed and a blanket. And she just scoots right up to him and just kind of, you know, nudges on him. And then he is like suckling on her, but only for like a minute or two because obviously he's already full. It's more just for the comfort and the heat and that motherly vibe that she's giving him. And then they just lay there and sleep. And then he gets up and we do it on repeat. Last night when I got up and fed him, I did put him back to bed. Now, he had slept most of the night by himself in the playpen on a blanket, and I have these 2 little stuffed animals that he likes to wedge himself in just to kind of keep warm. And then I put her dog bed right up against the playpen so she could watch them, and they slept well. Well, at 3 o'clock I heard him start to move around, and then she started whining and looking at me like, help, I want to help him, you know. So we went on with I fed him and then put him with her, and they slept until this morning at 8:30. We got up, fed, did it all again. Some of you might be thinking too, how are Maple and Millie doing now that, and this is just like, this has been less than 24 hours, y'all, so I'm giving an update for now. But obviously Maple is very kind of territorial, but she is not being aggressive towards Millie. She's just kind of like doing these little warning growls. She has not like lunged at Millie or tried to snap at her or anything like that. It's more so just to say like, hey, I know you want to play with her, but or him, but he's too small right now. Back off.
Can the
you know?
Can the kitty stay on the couch?
No, not on the couch. That's too tall.
He said not on the couch.
Keep him on the floor, please. They're having their playtime with him. Because naturally, the kitten is kind of for them, you know. But we really I wanted to foster it. I felt bad. And my pappy always says, you can't save the world. That's what he tells me all the time. You can't save the world, honey. You can't save the world. So when I was talking to him last night and I told him that I was fostering, well, the intention was to foster, but we're likely keeping it now that Maple is so bonded to it. So there's that. But he's like, you can't save the world. You can't. I said, listen, I didn't adopt an elderly woman. It's a kitten, you know. Maple's barking because I put her and Millie in the playpen, and the boys are playing with the kitten. Gently. They know that it has to be gently, but there's that. Other thing that I'm currently noticing this morning is that I have been calling the kitten Benny, and they were calling the kitten Benny yesterday. But now his name has turned into Benji. So but it could be a Benita when we find out for sure what the sex is. But we are going to go to the store and get some kitty litter because it's using pee pads, but it says that I can start slowly introducing kitty litter. So I'm just going to get a very shallow, I'm not going to do like a full litter box. I'm going to get like a shallow tray and just have it in the crate so that once it eats, I can put it in there. Once it wakes up, it's in there, and just kind of get familiar with it. In case y'all haven't seen him yet too, here he is. Say hey. You're just sweet, babe. Oh, you're so little. I know. What is that? Are you sniffing me? What is it? Oh, thank you. Aren't you sweet? Show him your sweet little face. You show him your sweet face. Look at that sweet baby.
Can I give him a hug?
Yeah. Maple's having a fit.
I'm gonna go put him back now.
Okay, go stick him with Maple.
Okay.
Be very careful. We needed to go to Target to pick up a few things. During this unexpected transition, I'm trying to make sure that I'm balancing what everyone needs. Not only the baby kitten, but also my 2 dogs and my children. I just want to kind of stay in a normal routine and make everything feel comfortable and run as usual, so it's not like this big shock to the system. We're here to pick up a few things that we need for Benji, but I also wanted to get a couple of things for Millie and Maple so that they're not feeling left out and they still have something new and exciting that can help entertain them and make them feel special as well. I'm grateful for my Facebook community. I started a Benji's list on Amazon, and several of my followers have already been nice enough to send us a few things to help get us started. Do you think that he's going to be happy with his toys?
Who?
Benny?
Oh yeah, no, Benji. I like
Benji?
Yes.
Is that what we're going with?
Benji, yes.
All right, let's stick it in there.
What's wrong? Oh,
Can I get 2 4-piece chicken nugget Happy Meals with double fries?
Okay, that's all for you?
Yes, that's it.
Okay. So, yeah, you just put the first one there.
Thank you. The Blood Moon Big B Blast, so good. Another YouTube channel that I follow, they have a dog that is similar to Maple, which is my brown poodle, and she absolutely loves her soccer ball with little tags on it. You can get that one from Amazon, but when I saw this one today at Target and it was on sale for $11, I knew I had to bring it home, and it did exactly what I wanted it to do. Maple stepped away from the kitten to give herself a little break and even joined in on the fun with Millie Lou, and they love it, and they're still loving it as we speak. It also gave Tatum the chance to really bond more with the kitten, because this is something that he was really excited about, and he's really been a super trooper in helping me get by these last few days too. I really hope for him that they bond and this kitten becomes his. Okay, so we got a few things while we were at Target for the kitty. Now, remember earlier I said I think we initially named him Benny, but everybody's calling him Benji, right? Are y'all calling him Benji?
Yeah.
What are we calling him exactly?
Benny.
Benji Boo. So we went to Target and picked up a few things for what is now we're calling Benji Boo. I don't know what's happening. But I got this little like rubber silicone mat that I'm going to use to put kitty litter on. While I was there, I was really trying to find like a very shallow plastic tray / tote to where, because he's so tiny, to where he could actually get in it by himself. And I just couldn't find exactly what I was looking for, because I didn't want something overly big or expensive, because eventually we'll have like an actual litter box. But I do want to go ahead and start incorporating it, so y'all don't judge me. I like this cake pan. Look, it's perfectly shallow, it's easy to clean, and this is what we're gonna go with. So the idea is that, I know it's round, I did have a rectangle, or not a rectangle one, like a square one picked out, but I'm an aesthetic person. Sue me, I can't help it. So I was like, well, surely the shape won't matter. We'll find out. But I'm gonna put the cat litter in here, and then there's an area here where he'll be able to come out. That way, just in case he's got stuff on his feet or whatever, just a little, pathway to come out and, whatever. I don't know. ChatGPT was telling me that because the kitten is so small, and sometimes they're likely to try and eat the cat litter, to get one that doesn't clump. I looked everywhere, and I could have waited and ordered some off of Amazon, but I'm very impatient. So I went with the lightweight and fragrance free from the Target brand. I didn't want to do fragrance because obviously he's so little, and I don't know if that would affect him. I don't know. This is just to get us started. I don't know if this is what we use forever. And of course, if y'all have any suggestions, whether y'all are cat people or y'all have done this, like, feel free to give me suggestions in the comments. Please just don't come for me. I really am trying my absolute best to do the right thing by this kitten and welcome it into our home and progress everybody naturally. So please just bear with me. I'm trying. The boys are really anxious to play with him. But the cat toys and the dog stuff was like buy one, get one 30% off or something. So I got this for like $4.99. So that it's got the little feathers and the ribbon and the little bell. How precious. And then we did get him like some little mice, just some little teeny tiny stuff. I mean, again, he's super small. He's probably not even going to be interested, but kind of like a welcome gift to our family. That's kind of how I'm thinking about it. I also got just a cheap little scooper. Not looking forward to that. And I got this cute little notebook because I have been writing down when we feed him, if he's peed or not. He hasn't been here, actually now is about 24 hours and he hasn't pooped yet. But I did read to use a warm washcloth around his little areas to help simulate a restroom break. So I've been doing that, but I'm going to transfer everything over to this notebook so that when I do take him to the vet and they ask me questions, it will all be here. When he gets bigger, again, because I'm an aesthetic person, judge me if you want to, but these little cute bowls, I'm so into this right now. It's like the spotted bubble print, and they were only $3. So I got one for a water bowl and one for a food bowl. They look bigger on camera than they actually are. They're really not. They're not big. Just enough to put, a little bit of wet food in and some water. He may not use these for a while. Maybe the texture of it, maybe the color, maybe, I don't know how cats look at vision, whatever. But at some point, and I thought they were cute, so got them. And lastly, I did get a little bit of kitten food. Or actually this is, I thought I picked up the kitten one. The kitten one was in the box, and I didn't want to spend that much money on wet food yet, but I'm sure I can chop this up really fine. But this is the chicken and extra gravy. I only got one of these because if and when the time comes that I introduce him to wet food, I just know that it will be like the tiniest little bit. I also read that you can mix it with the cat formula that I'm using, but I'm not planning on doing this anytime soon. I just wanted to grab one so that as I'm doing research, if I'm like, hey, in a couple of weeks we could potentially introduce him to a little bit of this, I just wanted to have one on hand. So, but we'll see. What's y'all's favorite cat food? Like the brand, you know. I did go with chicken. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm not ready for tuna yet, you know. I'm not ready. One thing at a time, guys. Wean me in, okay? One thing at a time. I've already even I'm washing the blankets that he has been laying on and playing on. I'm doing it in a scent-free detergent, and it's just doing a quick cycle because I didn't see where he had peed on the pee pad today, but he's been in a big area, so I didn't know if potentially he peed on the blanket, and I just can't have that smell in my house. So I'm just doing a quick cycle in the garage, unscented, and then that way he still kind of has, you know, there's no fragrance really overpowering his little bed area. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please be kind to me in the comments. I really am trying my best. And if you would like to help us on our fostering journey, I will put Benji's list in the description of this video. Although we already love him dearly, we were not anticipating these additional expenses right now, and every little bit helps. Catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.